Dallas still affordable in 2025? If you are moving from out of state or just another area of Texas, I know you're wondering, is Dallas? Is it still giving that big city vibes without the big city prices and price tags? Well, today in this video, we're gonna break down just that. First, let's talk numbers. In the Dallas housing market in 2025, I know you're asking yourself, what is the medium house price? It's usually anywhere from like $430 to about $470. But don't panic, okay? There is still opportunity where you can get into a home if that price tag is a little too high. Now, you will have to think about going into the outskirts, the boonies, but you would be able to become a homeowner. There's still so much opportunity in East Dallas, North Dallas, West Dallas, and South Dallas. You just will have to go further out. You won't be as close to the city. So if that's something that you desire, then being close to the city, you gotta have your paper right, okay? Because if not, then going further out, you'll still become a homeowner, you'll build that equity, and then eventually you'll trade up or trade in to then move closer to the city. Not really. So on average, rent is about $2,400. So if you're anything like me, you're able to get a home for that amount. You can get a condo, you can get a townhome, you can get a single family. Now, once again, you will have to be further out. In many cases though, mortgage can be less or just at that price tag. And guess what? You'll be building equity versus paying someone else's asset. And luckily, if you are a first-time homeowner, there's so many programs out there for you to help you get into a home. But of course, your credit has to be right. You do need to still have savings, because the people who say, oh, get into a house for $500, you get into the house for $500, and then your payment is skyrocket. So you gotta figure out, pick your poison, because if you get into the home with a lower amount of money, your monthly is gonna be higher, or you bring some money to the actual closing, and then your monthly be where you want it to be. So, of course, the choice is always yours. And of course, rent is always going up. So that's the true kicker. Rent's gonna always be going up and you're paying someone else's asset. So own, guys. I can't stress that enough. Do your best to actually own so that you can create some equity. And I know I always say equity, 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 but also it's building wealth. I don't even like to say building wealth. I like to say building legacy. Because sometimes people don't necessarily have kids or things like that, but everyone wants to leave a legacy. And buying real estate, investing in real estate, confidently investing in real estate, you can build legacy easily. So now let's talk about the hidden costs when it comes to Dallas living. Really what we need to talk about is your lifestyle. So, gas here, I will say, is a little bit, average from bigger cities. Food, average, but inflation is real. Food is going up everywhere. Commute. Now, you're gonna have to have a car here. And if you don't have a car, you're gonna really wanna live closer to the city or in Garland or an area that has transits or darts that will help you be able to get around, because commutes are gonna be pretty out there. I would say on average right now in Dallas, commutes are about 45 minutes. And lastly, property taxes. Now, since we don't have state taxes, property taxes are higher, and that's just the reality of it. So just know that those are gonna be some additional costs that a lot of people don't talk about, that I think does make an effect on your lifestyle of how you live, because even lawn care. If you don't have someone in your house that is gonna help you with lawn care, that's gonna be something else that you have to pay for. And I know, because y'all, when I lived at my condo, I had turf. I never had to pay for lawn care. And here I am paying $200 a month for lawn care. Crazy. So those are some hidden costs that I feel like people don't take into consideration when actually moving, and affordability, because that stuff adds up. And I know you're thinking okay, yes, Dallas is that girl, but what about Houston? What about San Antonio? What about Austin? All those things. Who is Dallas still affordable for? That's a question that I get from a lot of friends who come into town, or even friends of friends who come into town thinking about moving to Dallas. And this is what I tell them. I tell them Dallas is affordable to those who are strategic. That's simple. If you're strategic, you can get what you want. So first-time home buyers, there is still opportunity for you. You just have to go to the emerging areas. You can't be in the happening places. and get those first-time home buyer grants. Move-up buyers, you got to trade in. You might not be able to rent it out to then go buy your second property. It might need to, let's trade this house in, get that equity to get into the next house, and then the following house, we'll use that house as the rental, and then we'll move up again. And also I say for my move-up buyers is sell high, buy smart. So a lot of my move-up buyers, what I've noticed on average is they are selling their house and then they're moving into new construction, because new construction is giving you the best incentives and honestly, a little bit more bang for your buck. And lastly, to my investors, yes, Dallas is still affordable for you for multifamily, for short-term rentals, for mid-term rentals, for long-term rentals. You have to figure out what kind of investor you are, and then we have to figure out what neighborhoods make sense for your goals. So it is very much tailored to what you need and what your wants are and desires. So with that being said, it is always about knowing where and how to buy. So having the right team is going to be crucial for you to be able to hit your goals of first-time home buyers, or selling and buying something else, or renting, or an investment property. You need to have a plan. And not only a plan, you need to have a team. And I got you. So is Dallas still affordable in 2025? Yes, it's gonna take a little bit of planning and a little bit of hustle, but guess what? We can make your desires and your dreams come true too. So if you are someone who is looking to make a move and you need help with neighborhoods, budgeting, all the things, schedule a one-on-one strategy session so I can help you from where you are to where you want to be. Also, drop in the comment below relocation, and we will send you a guide of how to navigate Dallas as you're relocating to this big old city. Also, don't forget, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're ready to make confident moves in the Big D. See y'all next week. Peace!
Oh my gosh, there she is. It's Kira Ford. Kira Ford. You don't know what? You've never heard? Oh my gosh, she slays every time.